I am Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables. And I never know what to expect when Blue Light Dad wants to show me how to do something. Sometimes it's cool, like tossing lightning bolts around. And other times I like this back in college. He said, you know those gator impersonators in the way of you doing your work properly? I'm going to show you how to make a hailstorm. Come with me. And yeah, as usual, Dad didn't know his own strength. We had just finished putting a roof on 3809 Blanks, and shortly after we were up there patching it, Leah asked Melanie what's wrong, and Melanie says, I had a dream about Jesus' immaculate house. You know what Stone Cold Milton, son of a carpenter Mary, talks about in his parable videos? It was beautiful, the art, the architecture, the gardens, and they had this electronic stained glass up at the top of a couple of those domes. It changed from brown to blue. Yeah, the reason Melanie's unhappy, a nice beautiful dream, she is an angry brunette. But I've got the angels working on her, and soon I'm going to have her and the rest of the cheerleading squad knocking on that door over there to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Come see me. Let's get started. Some Christ complexes. Imagery. Some clouds. There's some skyline. Oh, you're going to find a whole lot of flowers at www.daffodilia.blogspot.com. daffodilia.blogspot.com. Christ Complex 2, number 2 is the digit 2. ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. Check out my these are portfolio cards. They come as a 4x6 print. Download. Make for some great tabletop art. I'll keep you company on that desk. And yeah, come tear down the Great Wall of Evil. It has just me and all of my imagery. And let's get started on those Christ complexes. Jesus' immaculate house. Here. Disciples needed to build a better world. I am Milton, son of a carpenter. My daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter. I get to make parables. And I need disciples to build that better world. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil. It has just me and all of my imagery. Find it at www.daffodilia.blogspot.com. DAFFODILIA.blogspot. All one word, blogger and spot.com. Also find ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. Has just me and all that imagery. 21,000 plus examples of my work because of the Great Wall of Evil. Tear down that Great Wall of Evil. Put yourself right here. And let's get started on those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Come see me in person to do that. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. Milton's flower imagery. Bring me your favorite flower. I'll turn it into a forever flower. Never have to water it again. Print out as a 4x6 print, or use it as a desktop. Make a mouse pad out of it. T-shirt, it's your choice. Try to call me 424-229-4140 and see censorship stopping you from getting your flower as an image. Come see me in person, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. When you see someone besides me in 21,000 examples of my work and growing at www.daffodilia.blogspot.com. DAFFODILIA. Also ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. You see someone besides me in my imagery and my videos, someone's done that. Page
How I've reached the world despite censorship. I used to do it with page imagery on a Word doc. Like this. That's a full page image stretched on a Word doc for a full page. I also made DVD labels. Hope to get some of those laminated. Now I've reached the world with 4x6 photos. That's what this is. Has had the edge cleared off of it, but it has been prepared exactly as 4x6, like these big 5s here, telling everyone how to check and post in 5. 4x6 print. Come see me in person when you can't reach me by phone, 424-229-4140. Let's reach the world together. Come tell me about your skyline. That would look great in imagery. Oh, you don't have to have skyscrapers. Mountains make for some good. Skyline imagery, trees, clouds, sunset. Try to call me 424-229-4140. And yeah, see, the devil's stealing your opportunity for that skyline imagery. Then come see me in person. Yeah, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Have wit, will travel.
Great way to display Melton's art. My videos, my imagery. Yes, I'm that handsome bald guy right there. What a great way. Next party. Remember, not everybody can read meltonprints.blogspot.com or Daffodilia, DAFFODILIA.blogspot.com or ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/Daffodilia. Not everybody can read that, so download. Make sure you got at least 8 gigabytes, maybe more. Burn up DVDs. You can put 2 DVDs in one case. Have these set up at your party, and oh, it's not much at all. A couple paper clips and some tape. Oh, remember, when you hear that helicopter, Flight 93, check in, post in 5, 424-229-4140. Make a video, whatever you get. When you don't get me, I don't think I have enough time. Yeah, it's very readable, but the not only is the LA clouded over today, but the lamp here isn't working as good as it usually does. And it's like right there. But check out my flash drive. Labels. Oh, check out the 4x6 prints. They're even easier. Check out my eye. I got 2 of them. How does it go? Let me go this way. It's one or the other. And yeah, change them from brown to blue. And check your lifeline. Here's something you can see for yourself. Got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. You're trying to call me, John Melton Brady. 424-229-4140. Post whatever you get when you don't get me.
Melton's, my stigmatized. Growing a new pair, gotta grow a whole new body. I'm Melton, son of carpenter, married Daddy Carpenter. Worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of carpenter, I get to make parables. I'm also growing a new pair of eyes. Don't try this at home. Dad himself taught me how. Yeah, since 1996. Started changing back then, they were all dark brown. Look kind of like this one over here. Yeah, Melton Page image. A little bit of lightness right here, and then that's from about 5 years ago with the smaller, browner eyes starting to disappear, the bigger, bluer eyes growing in through and around. And yeah, the outer brown ring's missing. from what I see in there. It's genetic carpentry. It's growing a new body. Come tell me what you think it is in person, because you're going to try to call me. 424-229-4140, and you're going to see the devil. That's still on your call. So come look for the handsome bald guy wearing his imagery on his chest and tell him what you think of his eyes.
They're handing back tests, and Jessica looks over at Bernadette's test, and she's got an A on it, and she says, I thought you said you were going to fail. And Bernadette said, yeah, I thought I was too. I got a little help from a handsome bald guy. I fell asleep on my calculus book right next to some of Milton's tabletop imagery, and as I had the sweetest of dreams, Milton explained the most complex mathematical things in the most simple of ways. Oh yeah, I got a degree in mathematics back in 1989. And I knew I had to help out Bernadette, because she's going to be a school teacher one day. Her sister already is. I am Milton, son of a carpenter and married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter married. I get to make parables. And one time I was putting up a fence with Blue Light Dad, and I asked him, Dad, how do you turn an angry brunette into a hot blonde? And Dad said, well, son, I already told you how to do that water into wine thing. What more do you want? And I told Dad, yeah, tried it, and it, the next day they're just even angrier. Seriously, they've done studies. The best way to turn angry brunette into a hot blonde is with that bottle. A bottle of blonde hair dye. And for those angry, jealous, hairy guys, you shave them. I bet they'll calm down. Try it. Let my imagery wash over you like the waves of an ocean. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter and married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter married. I get to make parables. And also design some beautiful graphic art. Find it on DVDs and flash drives worldwide, and also on my Wix site here. Hit that hard. You're going to see what I designed today. Hit the boxes over on the right. You're going to find my graphic art photo portfolio. Makes for some great tabletop art. Those are all 4x6 prints you can download from DNFT series. Follow the links. From Daffodilia, DAFFODILIA.blogspot.com, as well as the Wix site. Come see me personally. You want to be in that imagery. I'll put you right there in my tabletop artwork. Check out Milton's imagery at youtube.com/DNFT series in my videos, and also in those links that take you to two places, Google Drive and a Flickr. 21,000 plus. I just added May 2018. Check out my stuff. Download. Prepare this 4x6 print. You want the flash drive labels. Look around in the contact cards. And I'm sure your camera will pick it up a whole lot better than mine is. But yeah, remember to post and repost those big fives. Telling everyone how to check and post a 5. 424-229-4140. Make the video, post a video. Come see me in person. Tell me what you think about America's high-tech life. Well, it's not one. 9 done flat 93 check in 9 years. Downtown LA, from just over the highway to the west. Oh, I've gotten a lot of good photos from there. The last time I rode past there on the bus, I'd noticed they put up a big fence so that a handsome bald guy in a wheelchair couldn't get some nice photos. I don't know if it's still there, but it is a nice place to get some photos of. Check it out. Enhances
to those questions I get all the time. Yes, I am Milton, handsome bald guy, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables. And in answer to that question, yes, no, not yet. Got here to California stars in my eyes about a decade ago, and that talent agent, she said you'll never make it as a supermodel with those dark brown eyes. I've been working on changing that. About 9 years ago, and about 5 years ago, and I don't have time to show you the present, but check it out. Girls, are your arms empty? And you need a handsome bald guy to fill them? Try to call me with that love emergency line, 424-229-4140. See the devil stealing your opportunity to get those lonely arms filled. Come see me in person. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. Let me design you some beautiful imagery, and we'll see what we can do about those lonely arms. I am Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables, and I need disciples to get truth to a world desperate for change, millennia in the making. And yes, girls, beards are no longer required to be a disciple. Long hair and dresses are still in style. A love of truth is also a requirement. Come see me. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil that has just me and all of my imagery. You'll find at Milton for Imagery and www.daffodillia.blogspot.com. Tear down that wall. Be in this imagery. Let's get started building a better world. Those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Jesus' Immaculate House. Oh, you don't have to call it that, but it's in the fine print. There will be a test at the end. No business at all through Milton Art Office Live, Domino Network Community, and the other one, at least one escapes me right now, but yeah, it's not just YouTube that has fraudulent business practices. YouTube's the only one you can document right now. Make that video of you going to, I make videos of my links every day. Make that video of you going to that link 100 times. 100 different people, and it's still just saying one view. That's your business being underrated as well, and you're not making money because you're not reaching people. Oh, good ones, non-Microsoft, non-Google, I'm sure will be glad you're getting the truth out about what's wrong with the internet. No, I do not have a Christ complex, not yet. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter, Mary. Dad carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables. I also design graphic art, and my real livelihood of building Jesus' Immaculate House here on earth is hijacked by those all arrogant, audacious, and as to place someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. No, I don't have a Christ complex, but I hope to build one. Actually, I hope to build 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. Worldwide. Try to call me to tell me what you believe. Doesn't have to be what you hear in church. You only have to go to church.
See that you can't reach me? See that that's religious censorship affecting your lifeline, every American's lifeline? Make a video, post it, and then come see me in person. Let's get started building that big, immaculate house. No, not yet. Because I'm doing a little genetic carpentry with the eyes and growing a new pair. I'm the son of a carpenter. My dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables. Because of that, they say I've got a Christ complex. I want to change the world with truth. No, not yet. Tear down the Great Wall of Evil you see when you pick up your family's lifeline. Try to call me, 424-229-4140. And let's get started building Jesus' immaculate house. Those 1,000 points of light to be built to inspire the future and present to greatness with. Tear down that Great Wall of Evil, starting those 1,000 points of light. And then we'll have some Christ complexes. A whole lot of skyline imagery as well. I am Melton, son of a carpenter, Mary. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables. And I remember this time. This beautiful blonde girl walked up to me on the street and she said, "You wouldn't happen to have a poster of yourself, would you?" I was so moved. I went back to where I was living, took a poster off the wall and handed it to her. If you got the ability to do that, print out 100 posters for your next college party, hand them out to those attractive blonde and near blonde girls. And yeah, these things will blow up to a nice door-size poster. Tell everyone to Flight 93, check-in posting 5. I haven't gotten one call in 9 years of asking. When you see that siren, hear that siren, make a video. It's not going to be boring. That boring thing you get when you don't get me, tell your audience. When you need the firemen, police, paramedics, expose censorship, we the people must be the reporters. He's lost, and his wife insists that he knock on the door, ask for directions, and he knocks on Craig's door. He's a college student. And when Craig finally stumbles to the door through the beer cans and all of that, Harry looks inside and he says, "Oh, you got a little garage sale going on here." And Craig looks around and he says, "No, that." He points to all those shorts and jeans all over the floor. He says, "Oh, we've been watching at the party last night a whole bunch of Stone Cold Melton's videos and his imagery, and he really charms the pants off those girls." And Harry goes, "Well, I guess that's why you're going with the Stone Cold look." And he says, "What do you mean?" And he points to his head and he says, "The shape look." And Craig goes, "Son of a bitch! Please, girl, don't shave your boyfriend's head after he passes out." Christine is all excited as she tells her friends at college all about her trip to the Immaculate Mansion. Yes, this is a look into the future, long after you have torn down the Great Wall of Evil around me that has just me, Melton, and all of my imagery. She tells us how she not only got some beautiful imagery design, but they also caught the Great Wall of Evil at work on video. He's got this office, glass office, where they can even get, aside from helicopters and drones, eye in the sky footage of his latest imagery. And on that big screen TV he designs with, they have a video of it. And they caught someone hating my beauty, she says, enough to alter the computer. And it's funny, they have a blooper reel. Not only is there this China person upside down, but they got the Great Wall of Evil, what they did, embarrassing themselves as their evil wall crumbles. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make parables. I get to tell parables. And I also get to answer prayers. Alright, who's up first? Well, hello, Pete. What's happening? You just jumped off a building? Well, for Pete's sake, why would you do that? You'd been making that easy money with Stone Cold Melton impersonators on your college campus, and you're worried about those lightning bolts. Consequences? Well, don't worry, you're in good hands. How far along are you? You're just about to the ground. Hey, Lou Lucifer. Looks like we got another one jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. Should be there any minute. We're at a college summer party, and those are the best kind of college parties because you got less studying, more partying, more laid back, more time to check out Milton's imagery and my parables. I'm Milton, son of carpenter. My dad carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann, son of carpenter. I get to make parables. I get to do genetic carpentry. Don't try that at home. Turn my eyes from brown to blue. Dad, blue light dad himself taught me. Anyway, at this party, everybody's talking about their nightmares, and Gina says, well, me and Molly, we don't have nightmares. We rub the shirtless, handsome, bald guy posters down before we go to bed, and we have the sweetest of dreams. Oh yeah, it does not hurt when these two girl Americans make that passionate love. Do a little tussling before they go to bed. Kayla sees Leah walking with this big arrangement of flowers, and she says, those are beautiful. And Leah says, she explains, she's a girl American, and in the middle of making love with Penny, the night before, she had accidentally called out Milton's name, my name. And so she got her the flowers to make up for that. Oh, Leah, graphic art would work so much better for that. I can define graphic art with your and Penny's beauty, even if you two are the only ones who sees that art. Plus, if you call out my name while I'm actually in the room, no problem. Gina and Molly are two girl Americans, and Molly is out when Beth stops by, and Gina shows her a painting Molly painted of her, and she says, she made me look like Milton, Stone Cold Milton, son of a carpenter, married, dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann, I am the son of a carpenter, I get to make parables. And Beth says, where? What do you mean? And Gina points it out, right there around the nose and the eyes, and you have the head. She painted me shaved. Does she like Milton? She thinks his imagery is beautiful, his parables are funny. Well, then maybe you should think about, surprising her with a nice shaved head. Handsome, bald man in a wheelchair makes his way down a hospital hallway until he finds the right room. And he goes inside, and there is Rita sitting by the bed of a man, bandaged from head to foot. She says, you must be a friend of Ralph's. They say he'll be on solid food again next week. That was something. A lightning bolt hitting him out of the clear blue sky. And I try to explain that sometimes lightning bolts do come out of the clear blue sky, intended for some evil person, but the evil person steps aside and it hits Ralph. Please, guys, be good. I am Milton, son of a carpenter, married, dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann, I'm the son of a carpenter, married. I get to make parables. Get to throw lightning bolts. Be good so I don't have to miss you and hit Ralph. You're at a college party, and Larry gets everybody's attention, and he says, I bet you're wondering why Milton was not posting to his Instagram this afternoon. Here's why. I went to Eagle Rock, and I got him. Here he is. Everybody turns around, then everybody says, oh, and Crystal says, I've noticed the impersonators of Stone Cold just keep getting worse and worse on campus here. This guy's not even as tall as he is, the real one and only, yours truly, is in his wheelchair. Guys, you won't believe what they did. They took out Instagram, my Instagram app, over the Shah of Saudi Arabia and Bill Gates' parable about placing Trump in our White House. Check and post in 5 when you find it on here, the 5s, and repost that parable in the 5s again and again and again and again. Rebecca has gone over to her friend Lydia's apartment, and she sees a whole bunch of tabletop art on her table, and she says, "Where'd you get that?" Lydia says, "You won't believe it. I was going down the sidewalk and I saw Milton in his wheelchair. And I asked him, 'Are you that guy in the videos?' And he didn't know what I was talking about, so I said, 'The handsome bald guy?' And he says, 'Oh yeah, that's me.' And he handed me a whole bunch of his portfolio cards, 2 to a 4x6 print. And said he hadn't found anybody to hand them out to today. So please hand these to your friends." And I followed the links on the cards, and yeah, downloaded and printed them out. Make for some good tabletop. Remember, Lydia, to burn DVDs. Not everybody can reach the site. This huge rover kind of a vehicle is traveling across a barren landscape, and it comes to a stop in front of this huge space, looking out into outer space. And Adam says our instruments weren't wrong. This is Mars. And Luke says, "Oh my God, what have the Chinese done?" And then Eve says, "Well, I guess we're moving to Earth." Mom Melton, son of Carpenter Mary. Dad Carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of Carpenter Mary. I get to make parables. Come tell me what you think of mine. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy Carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables. I also get to answer prayers. Now who's up first tonight? Oh, hello, Sam. Sandra's one of our top guardian angels. Who's that with you, Sandra? Oh, some saints from long ago, and feeling kind of forgotten. Not as many folks are praying, asking for help and guidance. You want me to design some imagery for them? I don't know. Oh, really? As handsome and as talented as I am, I can get those folks to pray? Okay. Hey guys, remember, religious censorship isn't something of the past. It's as recent as them placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world. Rather, if we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins, we need to do something about that. Point it out. It's lifelong censorship as well. Anina has just showed up at her friend Amanda's house, and Amanda says, "What happened? I thought you were going to be at your parents' all Father's Day." And Nina explains, "Well, Dad took one look at that watch I gave him and those sunglasses, and he said, 'Where's Milton's Tommy parables, the latest one?' And that started Mom. She said, 'Why didn't you get me Milton's imagery for Mother's Day? Those beautiful flowers and sunsets and clouds.' And Amanda says, 'Well, why don't you just go home to Ned?' And she says, 'Oh, he pitched a fit, started pouting too when I put up that Melton poster. I dropped a loser boyfriend, get your mom and dad what they want.' We are at a college party, and they've got a slideshow of my imagery, my graphic art, going on a big screen TV. And Sonia turns to Sophia and she says, 'That is beautiful.' And Sophia says, 'Yeah, with the biggest smile on her face. I like what I see. And Sonia goes on to say, you know, he does that every day. He takes the most beautiful of photos and he designs them into even more beautiful graphic art. And Sophia looks a little closer and she says, oh yeah, I like the graphic art, but that guy there is very handsome. Is he a supermodel or something? No, not yet. Phoebe and Tanya are two girl Americans. Yes, girls, I don't think you look anything like lizards. I call you girl American. And they've just met, and they're having dinner. Tanya's cooking for Phoebe, and Phoebe says, these plates, that's a Milton, isn't it, on the plates? And Tanya says, yeah, I went with the flowers. I thought about going with the changing big eye, but I decided to go with the flowers. And yeah, one thing leads to another after that romantic dinner, and they're on the way to the bed. And Phoebe looks and says, oh, a shirtless, handsome, bald guy. Blanket, you really are the girl for me. Professor Foote is conducting class when the Immaculate Network lights up worldwide and in his classroom. He says, let me guess, Stone Cold Milton has made another corrupt, cowardly California cop parable video. And yeah, one of his students says yes. 10 minutes later, Professor Foote has called up California officials or law enforcement, has it on speakerphone, and he tells them, yes, all of my class has their phones going, making a video and audio, so do I, and we are checking one of our lifelines. What do you know about John Milton Brady asking for Plate 93 checks in your state and not getting one in 9 years? As socially responsible professors, universities, and students, that they post the reactions. You should too. A potential Ron real estate disciple is on the East Coast. He's talking to a doctor. And he's just showing him one of my videos where I explain how I'm doing a little genetic carpentry and growing a new pair of eyes, a whole new body. And he asked the doc, what's going on with those eyes? And the doc launches into this long-winded explanation, blah, 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 blah. And Ron, he remembers what I said about cutting through the bullshit. And he says, Doc, why is it I can't reach this man by phone? And when I go out to California to talk to him in person, I meet a whole lot of Stone Cold impersonators. And the doc says, oh, that's simple. The devil can't have you talking to Jesus. Oh, guys, I am not Jesus. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. I am Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables, and I also get to answer prayers. All right, who's up first tonight? Hello, Ken. What's up tonight? You were good, but you ended up in a hot place, a very hot place, with a guy in red poking you with a pitchfork. Yeah, mistake. We hear that all the time. Let me check the books. Oh, Ken, you're right. You're supposed to be up here. Sandra, get down there. Get your oven mitts. Go pick him up. Why you? Oh, you get along great with the devil. You know it. What are you getting? You're getting some marshmallows. Take some for Ken. He's one of the good ones. I am Milton, son of a carpenter Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to make parables. I also get to answer prayers. Who's up first tonight? Well, hello, Pete. What's on your mind? You're a pilot and you can't get the landing gear down. Well, you're in luck, Pete. I've got Sandra, the guardian angel, right here. Sandra, what should he do? Okay, Pete. Flap your wings more and more softly until you gently reach the ground. Oh, Sandra! He's in a plane. Go get Wilbur and Orville. Get them down there. See what you can do. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables. I also get to answer prayers. All right, who's up first tonight? Well, hello, Reggie. What's on your mind? You were in a horrendous car wreck. You were thrown clear, but you're hanging by your fingertips off of a cliff. Well, hold on. I'm going to send my best angel for you. Oh, man, I see that car. It's in 1,000 pieces, but it was a nice one. What, are you from a rich family? I know you've been making easy money with Stone Cold impersonators. Oh, Sandra, hey, I want you to go grab Reggie. I'm going to knock him off the cliff with a lightning bolt. You make sure he gets to hell nice and safe. I am Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables. I also get to answer prayers. Okay, who's up first tonight? Well, hello, Og. What's on your mind? You were on a hunting trip, and the hunt was successful, but you're going back to your village, and it seems like time has slowed down to a crawl. What were you hunting? Oh, woolly mammoth. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to send my best guardian angel to pick you up. Sandra, get over here. Go pick up Augie somewhere in a iceberg in Antarctica somewhere. Pick up the woolly mammoth while you're at it. I tell him there's plenty of stuff to graze on up in heaven. How should I know how heavy can a woolly mammoth be? Jessica runs a talent agency, an advertising agency, and she has 100 male model photos strewn across her desk, and she says none of these are going to work. I need Melton. And her assistant Barbara says, well, why don't we just call up Melton and make him an offer? And Jessica says, that's just it. The devil hijacks my calls to him. We can't do that. You're right about that. You got to come see me in person, Jessica. And all of you bored blonde and near blonde college girls out there, try to call me, see the devil, come see me in person, and let's get started. Building a better world, a brighter future, that big opportunity house. With each video we make, each image I design around you. Often tell their troubles to their hairstylist in the same way they tell them to their bartender. And that's what Amanda is doing with Sherry, the hairstylist. She's telling them all about her sister, her younger sister, and her loser boyfriend. Now that it's summer break, they're spending even more time together. And Sherry, as he works on her hair, says, why don't you get her one of those shirtless, handsome, bald guy Melton posters? The boyfriend would be so jealous, he'll leave her. So the next time, Sherry is doing Amanda's hair, she says, how'd it go? And she says, oh, yeah, it went great. Loser boyfriend left. How's it going with you and your husband? Oh, we got a divorce. He didn't like the poster, and he won't shave his head. Teaching his video pioneer class. And he's got a video of mine playing up at the front, and he tells the class, Melton, does not just rely upon his good looks and sex appeal. He's got all of that graphic art, flowers, sunsets, sunrises, birds, clouds. He uses that, and he designs his videos well, especially those nightlies. I want you guys to do the same, especially you advertising students. Remember, you got to keep it short. How many 10-minute primetime commercials do you see? And just then, the Immaculate Network lights up in Professor Foot's class and worldwide, emails, text, post alerts, and he says, great, show us Melton's. This parable bite is set in the future after someone has torn down the great wall of evil around me, Melton, that has just me, the handsome bald guy, in all of my imagery. Jennifer and Molly are at a college party, and they're telling all their friends about their trip to see me. And Jennifer describes how she took her favorite flower for me to design into a forever flower. And that I said that that forever flower was the most beautiful flower imagery I had ever designed. And the man just curiously said, well, what's your favorite flower? And Jennifer tells her and goes on to describe the image, that single flower in a sunset held by a nude. Jennifer and Molly. Melton, and for some reason Jewish people have always had a hard time seeing me. Dad told me at an early age, don't worry about it, son, they'll come around. Here's what I want you to do. Every once in a while, you go introduce yourself to some Jewish people. And I've been doing that. Right after I ended up in the wheelchair, I rolled into this Jewish temple bright and early Sunday morning, and it must have been the wrong time because just the rabbi and this other fellow were there, and he turned and I swore he could see me as I said, I am the one you have been waiting for, the son of a carpenter Mary. And he smiled. I swore he could see me. He walked over as he said, yeah, why do they always leave the donations right in the front of the door? And he pushed me into a storeroom. Iran's federal agency files on the terrorist, Barack Hussein Obama. Iran, that's not his real name, is talking to Susan. He's part of a federal agency. And he said we started following the man back under Ronald Reagan because of his jet-setting connections to Saudi Arabia, terrorist organizations, and Osama bin Laden himself. We kept our files open on the man up until they told me. They closed it down. They're going to place him in the White House. Yeah, before they even had the election, they said, close it down. They're going to place him in the White House. I'm Melton, so I'm calling Mary, check it, post it out. See what did that. Be the reported posted. Melton's tabletop art. Meltonprints.blogspot.com is one place you can find them. At least the 4x6 prints. I'm not even sure if the Word doc stuff, that's what these things are, is even still there. You can check, look for past blogs. Is that what you would say? Past blogs of Melton-page.blogspot.com. And if they're there, great. If not, look around your better parties and you can get some nice paper doc, DVD labels and full page imagery. And yeah, by all means, if you're out there and you know how, get this for a nice, any of these, for a nice 8x10 at your party. Be the life of that party. My tabletop art. To be found, the 4x6 prints at these sites like Mountain for Imagery and my Wix site, the Daffodilio, as well as daffodilio.blogspot.com. Print me out, I'll laminate, it'll last on a couple of paper clips or a frame, and I'm keeping you company. A few pennies will keep me from flying away. You gotta make sure you get good tape. I'm keeping you company on that nightstand, that desk, that coffee table. Melton's tabletop art. Oh, it's real easy. Go to www.daffodilio.blogspot.com or the Wix site, ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilio there. On the Wix site, hit the heart, you'll see what I designed today, some bus imagery. Go over to the right and hit that box, and you will see what I designed years ago. 21,000 plus examples of my work prepared as 4x6 prints. Check it out. And I don't know if I got time to get all my flash drive labels in, but at least one. Melton's tabletop art. I am Melton, son of a carpenter, Mary. Yes, Dad the carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to make barrels. And you will find this 4x6 graphic art, my graphic art, at Melton Prints for one. These you have to look around for on DVDs, but on meltonprints.blogspot.com, daffodilio.blogspot.com, daffodilio.blogspot.com, also on Christ Complex 2, the number 2, the digit 2, ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilio. Oh, there you are. If you want some nice mouse pads, you're going to have to size them up yourself. But these are prepared as 4x6 prints, 21,000 plus examples of my work. Check them out, download. I'll keep you company on that desk, on that nightstand, on that coffee table. The two new additions to Melton's coffee table. Print me out. Oh, you'll find me there. And you'll find me on ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilio. And you will find 21,000 plus of these things. You got to work on the mouse pad yourself. But 21,000 of these things here. Print me out. Put me on that nightstand, that coffee table, that desk. Comes to me personally, be in this imagery. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. You see someone besides me in my imagery, someone's done that. Come see me. Let me put you right next to that handsome bald guy. Remember to let the domino effect do its thing. You can find plenty of my videos and imagery on DVD, as well as posted to the internet, and realize when you see that not everybody can reach. Who knows who's deciding? But like I said in that parable earlier, all of this is graphic art you can find at daffodilio.blogspot. Over 21,000 samples of my work that have just me, the handsome bald guy, in my imagery. Print it out, it's 4x6 print. Make for good tabletop imagery. And yeah, post and repost my imagery and make that video of your hijack call to me, not one flight 93 chicken, 9 years of asking. 424-229-4140. Make the video of what you get when you don't get me. You don't get a lifeline that works all the time. Tell everyone. Use that domino effect to get the truth out. We the people must be the reporters. 424-229-4140. Make that video. Whatever you get when you don't get Milton. He hasn't gotten one 9/11 Flight 93 check in 9 years of asking. Pass along DVDs of my imagery and my video and tell everyone. Post and repost. Make that video on your Microsoft website, so your Google or Google's isn't that good at website. On any website, make a video of 100 people going to that site. 100 different people make the video, and that's your business, being hijacked, guys. Whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me, censorship is boring. Phone ringing, air message, busy signal. It's not going to be boring. You need the firemen, police, paramedics. So make a video of it. You're making a video of organized crime. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed, and it's the same with you making a video, except that it's not your lifeline. It's fraud, business fraud on the internet. Make a video of those 100 visits to your website where my video is reposted, and it still only says 1 view or 0 views. That's money out of your pocket. Same way as if you're calling up 100, 1,000, countless other customers to get that boring thing. Phone ringing, error message, business signal. But they don't get the call. It's not ringing in their hands. Make a video of America's hijacked lifelines and let that domino effect do the rest. Pass along my image, my video on DVDs, flash drive, tell them, post, repost. And enjoy my artwork. Come be in it. You gotta do that in person. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. See someone besides me in this flower in my imagery? Someone's torn down the Great Wall of Babel. We start to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. It's real easy to do. We just let the domino effect do all the work. My tabletop editions for today, the 4th of June 2018. Oh yeah, I could put this one back because it's got the places for the paper plates, and I've made them a little sturdier. Well, about 9 cents worth, a nickel, and I may have had 9 pennies and 14 cents. Yeah, I think it's 14 cents. Nickel and 9 pennies. I'll have to count. I just threw them together. But when the wind comes up, it's a little more stable. I'll keep you company on your desktop, on your nightstand. And yeah, while I'm thinking of that, these are Milton's call-logs for this phone, making this video for the past 2 years. Download these things. Remember to post and repost my 5s. Check the post and 5. Milton's tabletop imagery. Skyline imagery. Flower imagery. Take your pick. Go to daffodilly.blogspot.com there. CrashComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia or youtube.com/DNFD series. Look for the links there. Follow them. You're going to find 21,000 plus examples of my work on the Hanson Ball guy there. Download. Make sure you get like 8+ gigabytes. And yeah, make for some nice tabletop art. Enjoy. Burn some DVDs so others can too. Not everybody can reach those sites. Milton's tabletop art. All of these, except that one, are 4x6 photos. You can find at miltonprints.blogspot.com and Daffodilia, that website over there on the far right. I'll do that. Download. Make sure you got 8 gigabytes or pick the ones you like. And I don't know if you can still find that on Milton page, the older blogs of that, but yeah, that's a mouse pad. Look on DVDs at your better bars and parties, and you might find it, as well as all of the 4x6 prints. I'll keep you company on that nightstand, that desktop. Print me out. Come see me in person, be in this inventory, because you tried to call me 424-229-4140, and you see the WC on your call. Come see me in person. Melton's tabletop art to be found at these sites, a lot of them. Download what you like, or make sure you got 8 or 9 gigabytes. Download, print them out like you print out your family's photos, and you'll have nice tabletop art. Put them in frames if you want. Use some paper clips and pennies. Otherwise, they'll keep you company on that desk, on that nightstand, on that coffee table. Then these aren't 4x6 prints, they're paper docs. Look around, you'll find them if you want them.